Alright, I'm working on this 2023 Nissan Murano, and I already did the other fender, and there's some tips and stuff I wanted to show you on this. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this. The first thing we're going to need to do is get this front tire off here. Now the bumper has to come off too. I already had that off, so the headlights were damaged. That's the reason those are out. Let me just show you where the headlights, you got a 10mm coming in here, got one right here. You can see the tabs are still attached where it's broken off, and we've got one more right up here. So you got those three, and then of course we have the wire connectors. It's got one wire connector, and these headlights do not have any bulbs, or just a complete LED headlight. Show you this one right here. I have another new one to put on that one side. This one I'm actually going to fix because it's not too bad. These tabs I got taped here on this other side were broken, but you can see 10mm, 10mm, and then you got this right here, and see that one's intact. So I only have this tab and this tab I have to worry about, and the headlight is in good shape. And if you look at the price of these, they're pretty expensive. So if you just got some broken tabs, you just go ahead and fix those. So I've got the jack in place right here. We're gonna go ahead. I got these broke loose. Go ahead and get the rest of these off. These are 21s. Okay, and before we proceed on, I want to show you this molding piece. Now it's missing on this side completely. This is the one from the other side. Now what you're going to notice, flip it around here, you got a couple of these yellow ones up here in the front, so you can pop these up in the front. Okay, these back here, you're not going to be able to pop those out without destroying them. So what you have to do, you can see that, you see how it kind of slides in there. So this is going to be setting like that. You're going to pop the front loose. You're going to get your bottom snap out of there, and you're going to like slide this forward like that. So you're going to slide it up and off of those. Don't try to yank it or pry it. Slide it up and off of there. Otherwise you're going to break those. Now if you're replacing the fender, it probably doesn't matter, but you're going to have to, if you were taking it off for whatever reason and you wanted to not break these, then you're going to have to do that. Now if the ones on my replacement are broken, I'm going to have to figure out how to get these off of here and transfer them over, but you got to pretty much get them from the back side to transfer them. Right, so once we're in here, we can see that we've got the little push pins. Now the way we leave these two, we're going to take this one loose, and then of course we've got these other ones that are running around. This will be clipped in here if it hasn't been broken, like on this one. It'll look like that. You just kind of pop that back. But push pins down there, over there. We got a couple of Phillips screws right here we need to get. There's going to be a couple more push pins underneath here. Go ahead and get these Phillips. Get yourself a trim tool. And these are really tough. Like I said, keep organized so you're not losing these. So I didn't cover the bumper removal because it had already been damaged and ripped loose, but it's going to have some push pins and stuff similar to this. Okay, this is one of those I was talking about. It just clips in, pry up a little bit right there. Just got it like a clip that bites into that, and then push that back. All right, we're going to go under here and get these. Okay, so we got it here and one here. Always have safety glasses. Anytime you're underneath, you will all but certain get dirt in your eye. Alright, those are loose. And a little tip, if you take and wash these before you put these back on, they snap together a lot easier. Okay, right here, these actually are what those Phillips screws go into. Now they have these square plastic pieces that go into the fender here. Now we need to salvage these. These are very difficult to remove. You have to try and squeeze from the side to get these loose, and the key is not to break it because we need to reuse this, but they do bite in. So I'm just kind of coming from the side essentially and trying to pop it out. So if you try to just go to yanking on the flap, you're going to rip the flap. So we need to at the very least try to get it. If we can't, if we break it, then we break it. Alright, I wound up utilizing two of these pry tools, coming at it from each side, just to show you. That's what's holding it, that right there. You got to push those in a little bit, so they're very difficult. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this one. So yeah, if you just come from both sides, they actually pull out a lot easier. Alright, so there we have it. Like I said, these up here, I didn't show you the bumper, have Phillips screws. There's 3 of those right there running into that, so you have to unscrew those. Okay, the next thing we're going to work on, we got some trim tools here. We're going to work on getting this right here loose, and we're going to carefully come in through here and start trying to pop this up. We can open the door as well. Don't be surprised if you don't break at least one of these clips. Alright, we may not have actually broke anything. Okay, so you see you got this little black piece right here. That just goes into this hole, and then these 2 white ones are clipped into here. So just use a plastic trim tool to get that. And you can see with that out of the way, it reveals that sneaky 10mm hiding right there. I'm going to go ahead and get this 10mm right here that was left from the headlight. We got this little felt piece here, and you can see we've got these little snaps We're going to go ahead and get those out of the way. I'm going to slip that off of there. Now you can see right here we've got two of these 10 millimeters. Go ahead and get these. Alright, we're going to move down here to this, inside this fender well. And you can see like right here, on the other side we have a 10 millimeter right here, but this is in the way, so we're going to pop this piece off. I'll show you how I do that. So I've just got a 1/4 inch extension. I'm using the square end. We're going to push. Got the door closed. Let's give that a good push. And you see we're able to push that all the way out. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next one, if you can see this. Alright, so just moving along all the way up to the top here. So what we'll be able to do is open the door at this point. We'll be able to push this piece over. Now, the way this is, I don't know how to get it out of here without removing the fender. It's just, at least not without scratching the door and stuff. So we're just going to push it over and we'll take it out with the fender and we'll put it back in with the fender. Alright, so here we are on the other side. So we're coming here, we're just going to move this out of our way the best way we can till we can see that bolt. Alright, so I've got a long extension and a 10 millimeter. My hand out of the way so you can see something. Right, so now we got that. We can put that back down. So once you move that, you may want to not close your doors. It's going to get caught and stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and get these two down here to the lower part. Alright, I'm going to get up here at the top. We've got a little trim piece we need to remove. So I'm just going to be using and this whole piece will come out of the way here. And I'm doing it one-handed, so you can see it's not very difficult to remove that. Alright, so there's that one. Okay, so I do believe we got everything. Now you're going to notice there's a little round, it's like a plastic piece right here. This fender's going into, it's not screwed to it or bolted to it, and it should just slide out this way. Well, I missed one down here, the front of the fender. And I should point out that it's not just going to slide forward because it's behind that, so you have to pull this right here out a little bit. Just in case you didn't see the damage, this fender's pretty well perfect, except this was bent completely back. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. This is most likely just to be weak here, and the guy that does the body work says to get another fender. Now, to have a little bit of stickiness down here, just want to be careful. that right there is what'll have some glue. Like I said, that piece will go right back in with the fender. Okay, so I've just got this fender set on here, and it's going to have to be moved around a little bit. These little towers here, I guess you'd call them, are pretty flimsy, so they're easy to kind of tweak and move around. You can unbolt this and move this. And that's what I did on this side, is kind of moved this little tower here. And so it's real flimsy, easy to bend with your hand, and I've just kind of been working with it a little bit. And you see we've got it pretty, looking a lot better. This here can be moved. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm just kind of like, I'm moving it, lowering the hood, seeing where it's at. You can see how we got a big gap here, so we got to get this pushed down and get it moved over. Okay, so I've got it looking pretty good here. The this is a little bit higher than the hood. I don't know why, because I don't do body work. So I've got somebody painting it, and they'll probably be able to adjust this out. But overall, it's went in place pretty good here. So anyways, just want to make a quick video on this because it is kind of tricky, this fender removal. And I hope you found this helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.